if you remember from last time, we went over the original diagram of the origins of things, and then we went into more detail about where mind and the cycle of the intellect is placed in the origin of things. And then we looked at how the brain the brain and the mind, they appear to be so deeply intertwined. They are separate. But we looked at how the archetypes in the mind, in the thinking, are formed, and how you can identify which archetypes are less strong in yourself, so that you can do some meditations to increase the strength of those aspects of your mind, the 9 aspects: the defender, manager, preserver, the artist, producer, missionary, the strategist, leader and teacher. So you're aiming ultimately for a balance between all the 9 aspects of your mind. You don't want, naturally you will have some that are stronger than others, but you don't want too much imbalance in your mind, otherwise it leads to strange behavior and a strange life, I guess. So, common theme in Yogi Bhajan's teaching is that pain is something that we have a choice over. A lot of pain comes from this area of emotion and feeling, attachment and identification, and each challenge is something we can use to go deeper, to center our spirit, and to act from a place beyond these polarities, beyond what appears to be needs and identifications, what appear to be colours on our thoughts, which are not really. It's just the appearance of polarity, moving away from the one unmanifest consciousness, leads us to believe that the only choices are polarities. But if we go to a place beyond the elements and polarities of life and our mind, then Yogi Bhajan says that most of our pain we cause ourselves, and we can get away from that by tapping back into the original unity. If we clear away the habits and the lack of neutral mind, and we re-invite the neutral mind to our thinking. So when we do yoga, there's often some discomfort, or it's difficult. There's sometimes you have to hold your arms up for ages, or in some of the kriyas it's very challenging. And Yogi Bhajan would say the pain is in your brain. Hold your arms still from your consciousness, and you and your brain will release natural morphine. You'll be fine. So he'd instruct us to go beyond the our reactions, and dwell in the infinite with trust and devotion. The brain is filled with mechanisms to overcome pain and to respond to pain with an inner healing force. So exploring how we experience pain and how meditation and exercise help to alleviate pain and suffering gives us an inroad to understanding how subtle and complex the brain-mind relationship is. We're going to start on some meditations for these aspects of today. We're going to just take them in order. So we're going to start on a meditation for the defender, that is Manas, when it interacts with the negative mind. So remember, Manas has a tamasic tendency, so it can be heavy, it can be obdurate, or sometimes even ignorant, but it can also be solid and reliable. And as you see, defender can be a very positive aspect of the mind. So how do we behave with this archetype, with Manas mixed with the negative mind? Well, the negative mind and Manas, this aspect of the defender looks at everything based on how it affects you, how it will hurt you, or it might direct you away from what you're trying to do. It defends. The manas influence means that things seem to come from outside, from impressions of the senses. So manas, tamas, very sense-based, impression-based. It's a practical, sequence-orientated mental pattern. So it wants to apply what's going to defend you and look after you. It wants to know how to deal with it now and what action is needed to take now. Is it a personal threat directed at you, or is it an accident with errors that you can correct? Or is it a pure act of nature and coincidence? So it tries to work out what's coming at you, whether it can be ignored or whether it needs to be dealt with. In each case, a different projection is called on to deal with it. When the defender aspect is too strong, you might appear to be rigid or reactive or over-dominant, and you might fail to see how you contribute to the situation and react quickly but without detailed assessment for the long-term implications. So you might be very reactive in the moment and not notice how you might be creating the situation, and not notice how you can look at it in a way that's going to enable you to deal with it long term rather than continue to keep reacting. If it's too weak, or if your defender aspect is underdeveloped, then you might not have those survival instincts. You might lack survival instincts that defend you against the bad motives of other beings, other people, or situations, and you might become a victim to situations where your efforts won't be reciprocated well, or you won't have reciprocity, and you lack the level of detail checking that prevents mistakes from happening. So when this defender aspect is in good balance, you deliver strong, focused actions that enjoy challenge. So you make the most of a challenge, and you know how to act in a focused way that's going to get the result that you want. And you don't run away from challenge, but you don't overly engage with them either. You act, but always with a cover and a backup plan. So quick action, versatility, pragmatic solutions. And if you go further and look at these projections that come out of defender, the positive, negative, neutral projections, the projections are the soldier, the ombudsman, and the prospector. And these three projections, if they're in balance as well, the soldier gives you quick action, the ombudsman gives you versatility and pragmatic solutions, and the prospector lets you move in an opportunistic way, but not, to your own advantage. When all of them are balanced, they support the function of the defender aspect to align with your real purpose, and they line up and support defender so that you can see things as they really are. That's the meditation we're doing today after we've done our practice. So let's just look at some of the things that Yogi Bhajan says about the mind. We develop our attitude, we develop our nature towards success. The main concern in our life, whether we are young or old, whether we are male or female, is to be successful. Actually, the spiritual path is not a very easy path. It demands a very strong discipline, and it's not easy. We have a nature to develop our facility, our faculties, our facets of life to be happy. Our main tendency is to center our life around success, but our measure of success might be a little bit skewed. In reality, success is to be intuitive, and that's how Kundalini Yoga came to exist, to become intuitive. Not to be a psychic. To be psychic is a natural gift, you might have it or not, but to be intuitive. Your natural defense mechanism is your intuition. Just know before the space and time hits you what it shall be. We ignore our basic capacity, and we don't work for that. We put our whole energy into becoming professionals and becoming rich. We think by money and our capacities and by our resources we can succeed in life. Our trend is that way. Some people are very dry of love, some people are overflowing with it. We'll have a temperament and tendencies. The majority of what governs us is our subconscious. Our subconscious creates patterns in our neurons, in our brain, which we copy again and again. And our tendencies lead to a life where we repeatedly make mistakes. Subconscious patterning. So we don't know. Then we come to know. After we act, then we struggle. We want to get out of something we got into. The science which develops in a human mind an intuitive procedure of life and living is called Kundalini Yoga. Normally it is said to be a dangerous science. Without a teacher it may be. Just as driving a car without learning means it's dangerous. Kundalini Yoga means subjecting your ego to your creative consciousness. In other words, don't become a habitual animal, but become totally trained in sensitivity. It means super sensitivity, not within yourself, but in relation to all the people you know, how you deal with and feel about them. Naturally, it's a very powerful way of living. My process in teaching this is based on the subject. Am I supposed to suffer? The answer is no. What is the way? Can I protect myself? Answer is no. But I want to protect myself. I want to have a relationship. Can I have a relationship? Answer is no. But I want to have a relationship. What should I do so I can have all those things that I want? To not suffer, to have a relationship and to be protected. Become intuitive. You must know, be sensitively learned. My antennas must guide me to what is going on. Am I not tired of living a ridiculous, dumb life? To be a pawn of circumstance, emotion and feeling, to be intellectual but not intelligent? Am I not tired to just be in the process of the subjective mind as it goes on and on? Ultimately it takes over all of me, it consumes me. Then finally there is nothing left of me. I live 50, 60, 70 years and then go empty-handed. What did I achieve? A few sexual relationships, a few dialogues, a few friends, a few enemies. Somewhere I won, somewhere I lost. Some money in the bank, some in taxes, some few kisses, some few slaps, some sweet loves, and some bitter reprimand. Is that all that life is? That's the question which was asked by the yogis and the siddhis and the wise men or women of great religion or men of great experience. That was the question. As humans, do we have the right to live an absolutely happy life? Answer is yes. How? Develop your intuition. So last time we did a meditation to develop your intuition. And this time we're going to do, first of all, a kriya to synchronize the brain and the tattvas. And then we're going to do a meditation to make your mind sensitive. So let's get on with that. So bring your arms out and up. Exhale, hands at the heart. Focus your internal gaze to the third eye. You are going to call on the creative consciousness and the subtle wisdom to guide you in your practice and join us together with all Kundalini yogis, past, present and future. Big inhale. Full exhale. And inhale to Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adkarename, Jagadkarename, Satkarename, Siri Gurudeva Name. Adkarename, Jagadkarename, Satkarename, Siri Gurudeva Name. Adkarename, Jagadkarename, Satkarename, Siri Gurudeva Name. Big inhale. Hold your inhale, expand within, open your shoulders, lift your heart. And exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Some pranayama to start with. Cleansing breath, inhale. Raise and lower your shoulders as you sip in a little bit more air to the very top of your inhale. Relax your shoulders, then exhale it all out forward. And again. Good, you want to make your cough because you want to get all the stale air out. So lean forward when you exhale. And doing one more. And then coming back to sit. Have your hands on your lap, right hand over the top of your left. And breathe a long, deep breath. So breathing into your abdomen, your ribs, and then your upper chest and shoulders. Allow your breath to lengthen and deepen. Continue to long, deep breathing. Have your sternum lifted and your shoulders open and relaxed. Slow it down. Take your time. Last one. Then sit with your toes tucked under. Slightly lean forward. Stick out your tongue. Cleansing over the tongue. Puppy breath. Pull in the lower abs as you exhale. Inhale, sit up. And then exhale, come back to sitting in easy pose. And you're going to breathe a bellows breath. So have your hands, left palm facing right, right palm over the back of the left, level up your shoulders. And then move in a 60-degree angle. Inhale up, exhale down. Make an O with your mouth. And breathe forcefully from, pretend it's your abdomen. Inhale, hold. And then exhale, hands to your knees. Sit tall. Re-establish that lovely posture with the heart lifted and the shoulders open. You're going to do Nadi Shodhana. So take your dominant hand and use the thumb and the ring finger. And then take your other hand in Gyam Mudra and rest on your knee. Then closing your right nostril. Inhale long and deep through the left. Close left, exhale right. Pause, inhale right. Close right, exhale left. That's one round. Keep going in that same pattern. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left, and continue. Inward gaze to the third eye. Lengthen the breath, lengthen the gaps between the breath. Keep your bandhas engaged. Keep on sitting tall with the shoulders open and your heart lifted. Remember to keep the back of your neck long. And do one more round of Nadi Shodhana. When you finish that round, exhaling through the left nostril, take your right hand, your dominant hand, to your knee, and then take a big inhale and a full exhale. And notice the balancing effects of Nadi Shodhana balances your left and right brain hemisphere. We're going to do the Sitali breath now. It's cooling and calming, calms the mind. It works also on Sushumna. As you roll up the sides of your tongue, stick your tongue out, that joins up to your spine column, the central channel, to bring you great balance and great health throughout the spine. So if you can, roll up the sides with your tongue, stick your tongue out as much as you can, and inhale slowly over your tongue. Then close your mouth and exhale through your nose. Same length and depth inhale as exhale, so keep them balanced. And take your time, allow the spaces between the inhale and exhale, between the exhale and inhale. And take your last 3 breaths of Sitali breath. And then rest your natural breathing and notice the effects of Nadi Shodhana. If you're sensitive and you have intuition, you might notice the links through the tongue, through the spine, the lines of fascia, the connective tissue in your body, and the effects that it's having on your body and mind. So we're going to start some warm-up exercises. So have your hands on your knees and circle, inhaling forward, exhale, circle back. Close your eyes, focus at the third eye. And switch. Inhale up to the center. And then come to sit on your heels and your hands on the floor just slightly in front of you. And you're going to keep your head facing forward, chin forward. Spread out your fingers. Eyes wide, pretend you're breathing out of your eyeballs. As you inhale, flex your spine, and as you exhale, round your spine, but keep your head forward. Go for a bit more flex each time. Last one, inhale and exhale. Come forward with your legs. Oh, sorry. So, whose tail is that? Yeah. So you're going to reach forward, keep your arms parallel to the floor. Inhale and exhale back and reach a bit further each time. Last one. And then slowly come up to standing if you can, no hands. And then with your feet slightly wider than your hips and circle. Keeping your head level. And switch. Set your feet a little bit wider, palms together. Inhale, stretch out, exhale beyond your left toes. Inhale, exhale, right side. Keep the arches in your feet lifted. Keep your bandhas engaged. Last one. Then come forward with your palms. Keep your arms level with your shoulders. Inhale, open out, look to the left palm. Exhale, forward, and inhale, right side. Exhale, forward, and continue. Keep your arms up. Vigorous breathing. Last one. Back to center. You're going to wiggle your fingers and make the sun. Big stretching out long with all your limbs. Big full inhale to abdomen, ribs, upper chest. And a full exhale. Inhale, big inhale. Exhale. Last one. Now you need to tap everything out. So you're going to tap all along, every inch or so, all along your arm. Tap quite hard. Underneath your armpit, to the middle, to your palm. And along the side of your, outside of your arm, to the outside of your little finger. Then across your chest, the thymus gland, which is for immunity, immune system. And your armpit. Got some fascia lines that run to the center of your palm. And to the outside of your little finger. Then across your back and shoulders. And your neck and your jaw. Below your mouth, above your mouth, base of your nose, top of your nose, and around your eye sockets. Squeeze on every part of your ear. You have meridians for all your inner organs around your ear. The brain is your lobes. Then tapping out head office. Then sweep across your forehead, off your back of your neck and your shoulders. I'm going to tap quite hard your legs all the way down to the arch, inner arch of your foot. And switch leg. your kidneys behind. Use the heel of your hand on just underneath of your hip bone to send a shock wave down your femur, so that will help to keep your bone density. And then just rubbing your abdomen clockwise to stimulate your digestion in your stomach. Come down to the floor, going to sit in Vajrasana posture. Vajrasana means you sit on your left heel and you have your right knee bent. We'll start the Kriya, which is called Synchronize the Brain and the Tattvas. You want your right hand to be at your center line, so just checking there, it's at the center line. Your left arm goes up with the palm facing out. Try to get 60 degrees facing up towards the sky. Sit tall. This is Vajrasana. Your arm is at 60 degrees above the parallel. So this is a 60-degree angle. You're going to move the palm from facing down to up as fast as you can. Keeping your elbow locked. Continue like that with breath of fire. We're going to do, if we can, 90 seconds. Go. Keep that elbow locked. Keep going, push through the discomfort. Inhale, hold your inhale, and exhale, release. Change your arms over, so this time your left palm is at your center, heart center, and your right arm is out. Arm 60 degrees. Close your eyes, use the breath of fire, and move the palm up and down with the elbow locked as fast as you can. Go. Keep that arm straight. Keep the left palm straight as well. Push through any discomfort. Keep your spine straight. Reach through the crown of your head. Keep going. Big inhale. Make sure your seat is still comfortable. You're going to raise both arms out now, 60 degrees up, and the same movement with the same breath. You're going to close your eyes, visualize yourself flying high in the sky. Take yourself through the 5 elements and totally identify with each. Use the breath of fire, same movement. So first you're in the ether, then the air, then the fire, water, and then earth, going from the more subtle to the more dense. Keep going. Feel the differences between each of the elements that you travel through. You're synchronizing the brain and the tattvas. Big inhale. Hold briefly and then exhale, release out. This exercise helps to differentiate the left and the right brain hemispheres. Normally, the breath of fire creates a neutral state, but here the movement of the hands creates the differentiation and synchronizes the hemispheres as well. Come back to easy pose now. So make fists of your hands with the thumbs tucked inside of the fists and place them palm down in front of your chest at the level of the heart. Without moving the wrists, rotate your fists rapidly around each other in coordination with the breath of fire. You're circling outwards. Sit tall, breath of fire, it's just 30 seconds, go. Then inhale, hold your inhale, and exhale. So that's it, that's a complete Kriya. It's a short Kriya. All living matter is made of 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and ether. This is on the dimension that we're aware of now. These are the 5 denser elements, denser tattvas. There are 36 in all. So practicing this short Kriya will bring the tattvas into a state of balance and will synchronize the hemispheres of your brain. It's short, but it's powerful. We're going into the meditation now, which is called a meditation to make your mind sensitive. So we're doing that as part of our Kriya set. And then the other meditation we're going to do after that is for your defender mind. Okay. So meditation to make your mind sensitive. Sit in easy pose. Have your right hand up and your Jupiter finger, your first finger, facing upwards. Straight spine, eyes are at the tip of your nose. Bring your eyes to the tip of your nose. Make a fist of your right hand. Extend the index finger straight up with the thumb over the middle finger. Place your hand in front of your right shoulder with the closed palm facing the left. Keep the extended finger straight and stiff. The left hand in Gyam Mudra, resting on your knee. Breathe long and deep. We can do this for 3.5 minutes. Eyes focus at the tip of your nose. have that Jupiter finger very stiff, very straight, as if you could push it into steel. Long, deep breathing, eyes to the tip of your nose. Keep those eyes steady at the tip of your nose. Don't move them. Keep that finger very straight. Keep the gaze fixed at your nose, tip of your nose. Keep your spine tall and straight. Keep your breathing long and deep. Keep the three bandhas, Mula Bandh, Uddiyana Bandh, Jala Bandh, engaged. Inhale, bring your arm directly above your head. Hold your inhale, really stretch, deeply stretch. Suspend your inhale. And exhale, and again, big inhale. Hold that inhale, stretch. Keep that finger very straight, very stiff. And exhale, and again, big inhale. Stretch tall. And exhale. Bring your hand down. Now, you need to talk to someone or something for a couple of minutes. So talk to anyone, anything. Don't relax, don't meditate, but talk. So have a conversation with the mirror if you want to, or have a conversation with your animal companion.
And after a couple of minutes of chatting away, hello, how are you, sweetheart? How are you, honey? Do you like this? Oh, you like your hobby away from me? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do before? What you gonna do? Oh, you know what? You know what? We've got some nice things here. Oh, yes, I have. Got some lovely things here. You didn't like this episode. You didn't like this episode. You didn't like this episode so much. Well, good job. You've invited today, haven't you? Doing the work. You haven't been to the garden. You haven't been to yoga. You haven't been to the kitchen. Oh, you're so lovely, cheerful presents, aren't you? You're such a good dog. You're so nice. Come and sit with me, aren't you? Oh, I love you. You're so nice. You're such a good dog.
Sit with a straight spine. Spread the fingers of your left hand as far apart as you can. Equal distance between each finger. Place the palm flat against the center of your chest. Extend your right arm up a 60-degree angle and to the right at a 45-degree angle. So it's not out to the side, it's not to the front, but it's 45 degrees out, 60 degrees up. Fingers are spread out, palm faces down. Lock your elbow, sit tall, be straight, eyes focused at the tip of your nose. Breathe long and deep, 3.5 minutes here. Breathing fully, tall spine. Sit tall, keep the arms straight. Keep your eyes fixed at the tip of your nose. Deep, full breathing. Now big inhale, stretch. Exhale. And again, inhale, stretch. Exhale. And last one, inhale, stretch. Exhale, slowly bring the arm out and down. Close your eyes. Sit tall. And relax. That was a meditation to make your mind sensitive. The next meditation we're going to do now is for the defender aspect of the mind. So this is when manas interacts with the negative mind. So you have your positive, negative and neutral mind. Your positive mind, these are the three functional minds. Your positive mind is the one that wants you to do things, go for things, loves danger, loves anything interesting, is interested in everything, doesn't hold back, wants to do things, wants to explore. Your negative mind is the one that wants to look after you, take care, be careful, make sure you're safe, tends to stop you from doing things, sometimes inhibits you from doing things which might hurt you. And your neutral mind is the mind that balances both views of positive and negative, considers them objectively, and brings you to a balanced view, balanced state of being. So we're going to look at how manas, which has the tendencies of a tamasic guna, which is heavy and solid and obdurate, sometimes stubborn and ignorant, and merge with a negative mind, which tends to want to look after you, take care of you, keep things the way they are. And this tends to create the aspect or the archetype of the defender. So this is the defender meditation. And it will work on subconscious blocks, especially around issues of fear. So to do this, we're going to use the mantra Gobinde Mukande. So Gobinde sustains, Mukande liberates, Udare elevates, Apare delivers, Hariyang destroys, Kariyang creates, Niname is beyond category or name, Akame is beyond desire. So when you're chanting this, you want to have your hands in Gyam Mudra on your knees. To chant it correctly, pull in the navel point, so lower abdominal muscles, and pull in Mula Bandha, the root lock, and squeeze Mula Bandha a little bit more on each phrase. So Gobinde, Mukande, Udare, Apare, Hariyan, Kariyan, Niname, Akame. And each chanting of the mantra should last about 15 seconds. Ultimately try for 31 minutes, but start with 3 minutes, build it up, 3, 5, 7, then to 11 minutes, and then 31 minutes if it's working for you. Big inhale. relax your shoulders, lift your heart, and exhale. Build up to 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 11 and 31, and feel the full benefits of this defender meditation. We'll finish with Satnam. Big inhale. Full exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale. Satnam. 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 Light to all, truth to all, love to all, power, joy and security to all. Satnam.